Hello everyone and welcome back. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you are all doing well. I am so excited to get into this mani. I'll be using all 𝕔𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕟 products today, and look at this marble. I've been wanting to do an amethyst marble for a really long time. I've done other purple marbles, but none of them quite looked like an amethyst stone to me. And despite having like so many different purples in my collection of dip powders, I did not have quite the right ones. So I messaged Brittany, the owner of 𝕔𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕟, and I pretty much begged her, please, can you make me a milky lavender, lilac, violet type shade that I can use in a marble with 𝕔𝕚𝕟𝕟 to create an amethyst look. And not only did she come through and make one, she made two. And I couldn't choose, so I got both of them. She sent both of them to me, and I'm using both of them in this look. And I am obsessed. Love them. And she named them after me. I mean, it's kind of a play on words, but she named them Fraggin. Fraggin Violet and Fraggin Lilac. I friggin' love that. So I'm going to use the Fraggin Duo with 𝕚𝕟𝕟𝕟, which is that deep, beautiful purple I just showed you from 𝕔𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕟𝕟's Jellyfish collection. And then on my other three nails, I'm going to use 𝕔𝕙𝕬𝕟𝕟𝕟. I will also be using the spoonful of Chaos from Chaos Concepts for the very first time to create this marble. So let's get right into this. So the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to dip out 𝕔𝕙𝕬𝕟𝕟 on my pinky, my index finger, and my thumb. And I'm going to do 2 layers, then I'm going to encapsulate and clear, and then I'll activate. And I'm going to do all of those steps from beginning to end so that when I'm working on my marble nails, I don't risk contaminating or staining those 3 lighter purple nails. After the first dip, I'm going to speed through this process pretty quickly because I want to get to the marble nails. If you want in-depth, step-by-step tutorials on how to do dip powder application, I will link a playlist up in the cards for you so you can check those out at your leisure. Now, if you've been around and you know me, you know I am a fan of purple. Purple's my favorite color. I say it all the time. I do a lot of purple manis. I have so many purple dip powders. But sadly, amethyst is not my birthstone. I was born about a week too late. My birthstone is aquamarine. I was born in March. And yeah, so even though it's not my birthstone, it was supposed to be my birthstone. I was supposed to be born in February. I was about a week late. Yup. That's the story of my life, actually. But I've always loved amethyst. Specifically, I love, raw crystal amethyst. I love the different variations in the stone and the different shades of purple. And it's just really pretty. And I have a lot of jewelry with, that kind of amethyst stone. And that's what I'm trying to recreate here, is the more raw, polished amethyst, the more crystallized amethyst, not the solid purple cut gemstones, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm going for here. And I think I achieved that with these colors. I'm really actually excited about it. I really feel like the sheerness of 𝕚𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕟, which is that deep jelly purple, and combined with the sort of milky shades of the Fraggin Duo, the violet and then the lilac, and they're mixed together with the 𝕚𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕟. I think it just really lends for that kind of raw amethyst look, which is exactly what I was going for. So I'm just over the moon about it. But I'm going to stop gushing about that now, and I'm going to let you just watch me finish this process, and then we'll get right into that marble. Okay, I'm gonna hop in here and I wanna show you my inspo. So before we get into the marble action, I wanted to show you exactly what I was talking about with the different shades of that raw crystal amethyst. And that's what we're going for here. So I'm going to spoon out some Man O' War into the spoonful of chaos that I got from Chaos Concepts. I'm using this to dip into and create the marble look. And then once I have my base down, I'm going to place lines of the different lighter shades of purple, and I'm going to use a lot of it. You're going to see, you're going to go, whoa, that's way too much. You're going to cover up all that deep purple. No. I'm going to use my marbling tool, and I'm going to kind of drag it through. I'm not going to swirl it because I don't want my marble to be swirly. I want it to be more straight, and I want it to give that striation kind of look instead of sort of a swirly marbly look, if that makes sense. So you'll also notice that the stripes that I'm creating with this lighter purple, with both of the lighter purples actually, I'm placing it at sort of a diagonal. I don't want them to go straight across. I'm also going to create some longer lines and some shorter lines. And then I'm going to take my marbling tool, the one that I use for my cleanup around my cuticles, and I'm going to just drag that through and kind of create these thinner lines within the thicker lines. I am also not going to be tapping the side of the spoonful of chaos to flatten the design. That's not what I want, because I want these lines to be more raw and more ragged. I don't want them to be like smooth, swirly lines. And so I'm just going to run my marble tool through, and then I'm going to dip right into that. I'm not going to tap it to flatten it out or anything like that. You'll see, I promise you it's going to make sense as you watch it. But this is something that I learned from watching Melissa's Manis. I'm going to give her a shout out because she is the queen of dip powder marble. I swear, if you want to know how to do a marble, check out her channel. I'll link it down in the description box. She does every kind of marble you can imagine. And she has several different methods of doing that. This is the most common method for creating a marble, and I think it is the easiest way. But this tool actually that I'm using, the spoonful of chaos, is something that Melissa worked with the owner of Chaos Concepts to create, because she does so many marbles. She wanted a custom tool to use to do that. And I'm such a fan of Melissa's, I really just wanted to give it a try. And it is a very handy tool. I have to play with the amount of powder that I use in it because I was struggling a little bit to cover my sidewalls. And I don't know if that was user error or if my fingers are just bigger. I don't know. But I had to kind of rock my finger from side to side to cover all the edges. But in the end, I worked it out. And as you can see here, I'm kind of turning it in different angles, deciding how I want to dip my finger in. But I worked it out in the end, and I am super happy with the results. And you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about when I dust off excess after this first dip. Okay, are you ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's so perfect. I am so incredibly pleased with that. Okay, so we're going to do the same exact thing on the other nail. And then we're going to go in with a second layer. Yes, we're going to do this. We're going to layer it up because I want there to be dimension. Okay, so you're going to see the layer underneath through the top layer because these dips are sheer and light, and you can kind of just build it to make dimension. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And I'll go into a little bit more detail about that in a minute. Yay, this one came out just as good as the first one. Okay, let's get into these second layers for this marble. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. However, this time I'm going to try to lay out the stripes going in the opposite direction, the opposite diagonal. Okay, so that they kind of cross each other and overlap a little bit differently, because that also will create, I hope, in my mind, it will create dimension as well. So that is the ultimate goal here. That's what I'm working for. Let's hope it works. So I'm going to just let you watch as I do that. I'll be back. Don't you worry. Okay, that could not have come out better. I am super happy with that. So I'm going to repeat that process on the other nail, and then we're going to encapsulate everything in clear. Then I'll activate. And I think that once everything is filed and activated and top coated, you're really going to be able to see the dimension that I'm talking about. I'm so excited for you to see the end results. Okay, stop. I mean, really? These dip powders are perfect for this look. I am so excited at how these are coming out. All right, so I'm going to encapsulate everything. Then I am going to, of course, encapsulate and clear so that I can file and buff and shape everything up, make them look nice and neat. I'm going to do that off camera, but I will link my filing and shaping routine up in the cards for you. And then when I come back, we're going to top coat and you're going to get the full effect of this marble nail. I'm so happy with it. All right, let's get some top coat on these babies. I can't wait for you all to see the effect. Once that glossy top coat is on there, it's gonna look stunning. I am obsessed. I know I've been gushing like this entire video. I'm gushing because honestly, the vision that I had in my mind of what my amethyst nails would look like has come to fruition. And I did it without any gel, without any like acrylic paint pens or anything like that. I just used dip powder, and that's exactly what my goal was. So thank you, Brittany from 𝕔𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕟, for listening to my craziness and taking what I tell you and making it a reality. You are my dream maker, making my dip powder dreams come true. Okay, so product deets, right? Man O' War is already available on the 𝕔𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕟𝕟 website. It is part of the jellyfish collection, and it is a gorgeous, sheer, deep, bright, royal purple. Love it, love it, love it. Now, the Fraggin Duo, the two milky light purples that I used in this marble as well, are not available yet, but they will be for 𝕿𝕝𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕼's spring release on March 10th. So mark your calendars. It's a big release, and this duo is one of the things being released, along with a few other really, really cool and exciting items that I cannot wait to play with. So mark your calendars, March 10th, 𝕿𝕝𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕼 spring release, and you can use my discount code JustMania10 for 10% off your purchase at checkout. And here we are, the final look. I honestly, speechless. I am speechless. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I'm never speechless. But I am really, really, really happy with the way these came out. I could not be more excited. I've gotten so many compliments on these nails. I get compliments on my nails a lot. I do a lot of like really colorful sets, and it really like draws people's eye a lot. But this set, they're you know, a bit more subdued, but I have gotten more compliments on this set than probably any set I've done in a really long time. People are just like, wow, those are great. I love your purple nails. Those are beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. I did them myself. And honestly, it's okay. I'm okay with being proud of what I can do, because you know what? I worked hard and I've practiced a lot. And when people I don't even know can acknowledge that, it brings so much joy to my heart. I can't even tell you. It makes me smile and fills me with so much pride. I mean, honestly, it's a hobby. This is not my job. This is an art that I practice, and I love it when someone can appreciate that. As I am finishing up applying my cuticle oil, I just want to say thank you all so much for being here. You are all the reason that I make these videos and tutorials and, you know, continue to practice this art that I love so much. I hope that you will remember to hit that like button. It lets me know that you are enjoying this content so that I can continue to create it for you. If you are new here, hi, I'm Jess, and I'm so glad that you stopped by, and I hope that you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. I try to upload at least once a week. Sometimes I'm a little late because I do work a full-time job and a part-time job, and I do nails. So I'm a little bit busy, but I do my absolute best to upload at least once a week. Oh, and comment down below what your favorite kind of marble nail is. And don't forget, my birthday's coming up, so join me in the next video for some birthday nails. I look forward to seeing you then. Take care of yourselves and have a great week. Bye-bye now.